begin the recording now. Good. So we started recording. So once you're on your back with your knees into your chest, if you'll just stir your knees around in a circle shape, you can go one direction a few times and then the opposite way. Good. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. Yeah, I love it. Good. Nice. And then you're going to let your knees drop over to the right. So knees will drop over to the right. So because we have been with each other for these 5 weeks now, which has been wonderful, you know that the beginning of the practice will be one where we kind of open up the body a little more slowly, just for about 5 minutes, and then we'll get right into the movement practice, which will last most of the 55 minutes with a short Shavasana at the end. Good. Take a nice deep breath here. Then you'll let your knees come back into the center and you'll let your knees drop over to the left. Take some nice deep breaths here. Let your head relax. Again, as we're entering into the practice, you know, it's not so much of this held space that you might be used to in a studio setting. You've got all the things around you to distract you, right? And that's okay. We are building a practice in a community in a little different way, and we just bring in and welcome all of the distractions as if they're just part of the practice. And take one more breath here in your spinal twist. And then you'll bring your knees back up into your chest and give them a nice hug. Good. And then you're going to extend both feet up towards the sky or the ceiling. I love how some of you are outside, some of you are inside. Yeah. And then once your feet are up, you can move around in your toes and your ankles, and you can use your hands if you want. You could move your legs in circle patterns if you want to. We're really just kind of opening up the back body and lengthening the legs. Just feeling the feels. Good. Just a few more breaths here. And then you're going to go ahead and pull the knees back into the chest and pull the knees wide apart. So you're going to be a modified happy baby. So let the heels soften. Don't raise the heels up to the ceiling just quite yet. And just allow yourself to feel that more external rotation in the hips. And you can really pull the knees wide here using your arms. And you can move a little side to side with the knees wide. Make sure you feel long in the back body, allowing the heads of the shoulders to roll down. So you are, you're modified. Good. All right, so go ahead and pull the knees back into the chest, and then you'll place the feet on the ground. We're going to set ourselves up for bridge. So walk your heels back a bit. Keep your feet about hip distance wide or a bit wider. Tuck your shoulders underneath you, and then press down into your heels to lift your hips up. So we'll be in bridge. Good. So remembering through the practice too is that it's really a lot about listening skills, and it can be challenging, especially if you've got a lot of stuff going on around you or a lot of stuff going on in your head, right? Your mind might drift away for a beat and then you feel like you're lost. So absolutely then just pause, use your ears to catch up. And if you're still not quite sure where we are, you can take a peek. I will be demoing most of the practice, but not all of it. Good. 3 more breaths here in bridge. And notice the side bodies in bridge. Notice the opening of the hip flexors, the engagement of your quads. Lengthen the tailbone, lengthen the neck. That's last breath here, friends. Very nice. And then you'll come high up on your tiptoes. Take a deep breath here. And then as you exhale, you'll lay the spine down nice and slow. Good. All right, so We're going to come up into a tabletop position now, so you can roll forward and back or off to the side. And we'll come up into table. Fingers are spread nice and wide. And we'll create some movements of cats and cows here. Toes are pointed back. As you exhale, round your spine, draw your chin to your chest. And as you inhale, you'll drop the belly and look up. And so we'll create these movements of cats and cows. So it's important really to move our breath in our practice. And although I don't have the pleasure of hearing your breath move and really connecting in with your pace in a more personal way, if we were in the same room together, we're still able to move our breath, to sync our breath with our movements, to really let our breath be the guide of how we're doing in our practice, how connected we are. Keep going. So really you get a larger opportunity now to practice breathing. A couple more cycles of cat and cat. Good. So from a more neutral spine, we're going to just move side to side now. So you'll move a shoulder to a hip, left or right, doesn't matter. And then you'll go through the center and you'll go opposite shoulder to hip. So you're kind of C curving the spine here. And you can let your head feel heavy and loose. Keep your low belly tucked under a little bit. We'll do a few more on each side. You're welcome to create these in a more organic movement by kind of pushing the hips back or forward, dancing around on your mat, having some fun. Good. Make sure you're smiling. Smiling is good. It's part of the practice, damn it. So from the center, back to that neutral spine, take a breath. Good. You're going to walk your arms forward. You're going to come into puppy pose. So your chest is going to come down. Your hips are going to remain high. They'll come down. You could be on the side of the face, or you could be on the chin or the forehead. But allow your hips to stay high and your belly in. Good. You look good here. Draw the low belly in a little bit. So this is such a great position for you to come to and practice when you have been working a lot during the day at that computer. So about 5 more breaths here. See if you can lengthen the neck a little bit more. Really feel long in the arms as best as you can. And really lay that sternum down into the earth. So I believe that, working from home, sometimes we have a tendency to actually sit at the computer longer. So we must balance that out. Good. All right, so from your puppy pose, take one more breath here. And then slowly, you're gonna come all the way down to your belly into Sphinx. So we're gonna pull the legs back behind us in Sphinx. So the elbows are on the ground. And I've got myself really propped up high here. So shoulders are over the elbows. Elbows could be a little bit forward of shoulders. Feet are back. And I'm pushing my pubic bone down and really extending my spine. So I'm moving this opening not just now across the chest, the collarbones, but also into the low back. So I'm really getting a nice opening in my lumbar curve, which can take a beating when you sit a lot, right? So that lumbar curve right above the sacrum. You can drop the weight of your head if you'd like. The shoulders slide down the back. Just a few more breaths here. The last breath here. Good. And then you'll come slowly down to your chin. Hands will slide back under shoulders. Pull the belly in. Hips to heels for child. So move into child's pose to traction that low back here. And then make your way into downward dog. So let's come down into our downward dog. Good, everybody looks great. Downward facing dog. And from your down dog, you can move around in it, right? So pedal it out, let it feel really good. Keep those front ribs in. Push your chest back. Your feet can be as wide as your hips. It can be wider. You could have a more narrow stance. Just whatever feels good in the backs of the legs. You can spin your hips around in a circle shape. Let your head hang and push your chest back. Good. Press way back. So you're really using your arms here. Good. Now come high up on your toes so your heels lift as you press your chest back deeper. Take a breath. And then your heels will come down to the ground again and we'll step or walk to the top of our mat. So we'll come all the way up to the top. Take a breath and halfway lift, inhale. And then exhale, fold down over your legs into dangling. You want to move your head forward and back here, moving into your upper back more. Good. We'll take a couple more breaths here. Pull that head down as deep as you can. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way to rise. Reach up. Nice big breath, nice and tall. Inhale at the top. So really getting as narrow as you can here, keeping the front ribs in, elongating the front of the hips. The tailbone reaches down, really reaching up for the arms. We'll take one more breath here. Good. Your hands are going to come behind your back and we're going to interlace our fingers. And as we interlace our fingers, we'll pull our shoulders down our back. So you might make a few rotations here with the shoulder. Good. A couple more. Feeling those feels of the opening the front body while engaging the back body. One more breath. Good. Look up. Take a breath. Good. As you exhale, fold with your bind. So take it with you. So you can play with bending the elbows and straightening the arms. Drop the weight of the head down. A couple more breaths here. Push your arms. Push them towards the back of your head. Good. One more breath. And inhale into chair. Good. So find your way into chair position. Let the knees pull back. You can have the feet, legs separate, or you can draw them in towards each other. But whichever way you are, the knees are facing forward. Arms are reaching up. Cactus shape the arms now. Pull the belly in tighter. So I want you to feel the opening of the front chest and the engagement of the back body. One more breath. Good. Inhale, stand up. Push your hips forward. Lift your quads. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Good. Your left hand is going to step forward underneath your nose. I'm going to take my feet a little wider apart and let my right arm reach up overhead. Good. Take some deep breaths here. One more. So use the back body engagement to open the front body. Fold it down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold. Right hand steps forward a bit. Left arm reaches up. Good. Find your breath. One more, tailbone long. And then fold back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Good. Inhale, come to rise. Reach out and up. Big breath. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, lean to your right. Push the ground away. Reach and extend. Inhale, back to the center. Reach up. Exhale, lean to the left. Reach and extend. Good. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, swan dive down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold. Breathe in, come all the way to rise. Reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. 2 more rounds. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, reach up. Lean to the left. Breathe out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Breathe out, lean right. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, lean left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold deeper. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers, push the knuckles to the floor and look up. Take a breath. Good. Bend your knees, fold with your bind. Drop a little deeper. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Lean heavily into your toes. Push the arms forward. Take another breath. Good. Inhale, chair. Good. Slide the sit bones back. Pull the knees back. Cactus shape the arms. Good. So pull your arms back. Take one more breath here. Good. Inhale, stand up. Push the hips forward. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot steps back for lunge. Drop the left knee down to the ground. Sink down into your hips. Take a breath. Untuck the back toes and let your arms reach up overhead. So you're in a low lunge here. Arms reach up. Cactus shape the arms. Pull the elbows down the back. Look up. Take a deep breath here. Good, two more. So I'm really pushing into my left shin here to really open up, really create some engagement up into the left hip flexor, right? Good. Let the hands come together at your heart, elbows wide. Inhale. Exhale. Lean forward. We're going to twist to the right. So my left elbow comes all the way to the outside of that right knee. And I'll find a twist. Push your hips down. Reach your heart up. Lean your head back. Pull the shoulders down, the back belly in. Good. Untwist. Arms reach up overhead. Stand up tall on your left knee. Big breath. Exhale, hands come down. Turn the back toes under. Lift the back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, high lunge. Big breath. Good. Exhale, warrior two. So the transitions can be a little shaky and tricky here because you're going from a closed hip to an open chain hip. So take your time and make sure that you move your feet appropriately. Both thighs roll back here. Arms are out. Gaze over the right fingertips. Take a breath. Reverse. Good. Cartwheel the hands down to the earth. Look forward. Step back to plank. Take a breath at the top. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, baby cobra. So I want you to really work on engaging the back line, the erectors of the spine. The hands are soft. One more breath. Exhale, bring it down. Hips to heels for child. And downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Good. Come to the top of your mat. Breathe in, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, come to rise. Big breath. Oh, these pants. Hands to the heart. I swear, sometimes I wish I had like suspenders on my pants. Silly. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, lean to the right. Come back to the center, breathe in. Take it to the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, lean to the right. Breathe in, reach up. Lean to the left. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Lean to the right. Inhale, stand up. Lean to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, drop your head. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands go behind your back. Look up. Take a breath. Bend your knees and fold. Good. See, you can go a little deeper. It's your third round here. Push against it. Let your head move. Nice long neck here. Good. One more breath. And find chair. Good. Cactus shape the arms. So I'm using the back body, pulling my knees back, pulling my chin back. One more breath. Good. Inhale, stand up. Lift the quads. Look up. Exhale, swan dive down. Breathe in. Halfway lift. Breathe out, fold. Right foot steps back. Drop your right knee down. You can see I've made some space in between my legs, so my train tracks are a little wider. I'll untuck my back toes, and we'll take a few breaths here, leaning down and forward. Belly stays in. So I'm really kind of engaging this back shin during the whole time here. As I keep my shin engaged, I can pull a little deeper on that hip flexor. And then when I come up to stand on my right shin, it's less of standing just on my knee, but the length of the shin. Take a deep breath here, opening up this whole right line. Good. Arms reach up overhead. Look up. Cactus shape the arms. Use the scaps to lift the chest. The gaze comes forward, the hands squeeze together. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lean forward and find your twist. So we're bringing that elbow all the way across that left knee. So every time I have to back out and twist a little deeper, get some of my flesh away. Good. Lean into it. Take a breath. One more. Good. Untwist. Arms reach up overhead. Take a breath. Good. Exhale. Hands come down. Turn your back toes under. Lift the knee. As you're ready, you rise. High crescent lunge or Anjaneyasana. Big breath. Good. Find one spot to gaze on. If you're practicing outside, this is much more challenging. So congratulations. All right, so we move from this closed chain hip to an open hip. So we're going to slide into warrior two. So the back heel comes down. You need to rearrange these feet. The thigh bones roll back. Good. Good. How you doing? Thigh bones roll back. Arms reach out. Drop your hips. Take a breath. Reverse. Open up into it. Drop your hips. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down to the earth. Look forward. Step back to plank. Take a breath. You can always keep the knees lifted or drop the knees down. Come all the way down to the belly. Lift your heart. Good. One more deep breath. And exhale, hips to heels for child's downward facing dog. So make your way into downward dog. You can pedal it out or just practice your stillness. You look great. Good, just a few more breaths here. We'll repeat that pattern and we'll add on. Good, come high on your toes, take a breath. Exhale, heels down. Step walker, jump to the top of your mat. Breathe in, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. So we'll repeat that pattern. I'll call it out to you. Keep my eyes on you a little bit here. And then I'll let you know when we're adding on. I'll go back to demo. Good. That's right, rearrange those pants. We all have to. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, please. Big breath. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, stand up tall. Lean to the left, breathe out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way to stand. Reach up, please. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach up, look up. Breathe out, lean to the right. Inhale, come back to the center. Lean to the left, breathe out. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, nice job. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way to stand, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Breathe in, reach up, please. Lean to the right. Inhale, back to the center. Lean to the left, breathe out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands behind the back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold with the bind. Good. Really want to take a look at you if I can see you. So I want you to think about your upper arm bones rolling in towards the mid-back a little bit more. Good. Very nice. Nice job, Lisa. Good. Very nice. Pull the head down. One more breath. Find chair. Good. Find chair. Swing the arms up. So from your chair, pull the belly in, tailbone lengthens, and cactus shape the arms. So I want you to pull down into the elbows, push the palms back. But keep the chin slightly in. Don't throw your face forward. Good. Pull the belly in tighter. Inhale, stand up, look up, push the hips forward. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot steps back for lunge. Drop the back knee down to the earth. Arms reach up overhead. Big breath. Good. Good. One more breath here. Cactus shape the arms. Breathe out. Good. Bring the hands together. Good. And then we'll twist to the right. Good. Take a deep breath here. Inhale, come back to the center. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come down. Turn the back toes under. Lift the heel. Take a breath. Good. Anjaneyasana. Arms reach up overhead. Take a breath. Go a little deeper now. Pull the belly in. Good. Turn the back heel down, warrior two. So take your time. You want to have your foot on the ground before you really yank that left hip open. Warrior two, drop in, reverse. Here's where we'll add on. Come back to the center. Bring your right forearm to the top of the thigh and drop your hips. I want you to really get long here in the left side. Nice opening into the right hip. Good. If you're able to, you can bring your fingertips to the floor or a block. And then you're gonna let your left arm kind of scrape the horizon until it's over your ear. So if your hand isn't comfortably on a block, it's okay, or on the ground. Good, take another breath. You're an extended side angle. Good, look down at the floor. Left hand comes down, turn the back heel, step back to plank. Take a breath at the top. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin are all the way to the floor. Lift your heart. Exhale, hips to heels, child. Downward facing dog. Good. So how's everybody doing? You look good. You look good. This is kind of like this warm up and movement of breath that we must accomplish to prep the body for the larger pose. You look good. Take one more breath here. Good. Step, walk, or float to the top. From the top of the mat, take a breath and halfway lift. Then exhale, fold in deeper. Good. Inhale, come to rise. Stand up, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Relax your shoulders. So remember that it's your breath that's telling you, how your pace is. If your breath is not smooth and fluid, slow it down a little bit. Okay? Beautiful. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Lean to the right, breathe out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, swan dive down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold. Here's where you're catching your breath, right? Inhale, rise up, filling up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean to the right, breathing out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean to the left, breathe out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, stand up. Exhale, hands behind the back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold with your bind. Good. Good. Very nice. Everyone's got so much more opening now. Absolutely. Really think about upper arm bones rolling in more than anything else here. Long neck. Good. One more breath. Find chair. Find chair. The last one. Cactus shape your arms. Pull the elbows back. Pull the palms back. Try to keep the front ribs from flying out too much. Look good. Drop down a little bit deeper. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down. Good. Right foot steps back for lunge. Drop the right knee down to the earth. Untuck the toes. Arms reach up overhead. Big breath. Good. Inhale. Exhale, elbows wide. Bring the hands together. Twist to the left. Good. Nice deep breath here. Pull the head back a bit. Untwist. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come down. Back toes turn under, lift the hips. High crescent lunge, reach up, big breath. Anytime that you're transitioning from the ground up, there's this squeezing force of the legs. So you feel like you're squeezing up, right into up. Good. Then warrior two. Back heel comes down, then you widen the hips. Thigh bones roll out, arms reach, take a breath. Good. Reverse, left arm goes up, please. Nice deep breath here. Good. One more breath. Come back to warrior two. Bring your left forearm to the top of your left thigh. Let your right arm just relax for a moment. It can be on your hip. But I want you to feel long in the right side. Really open up underneath this left thigh to sit bone. Good. Using your back body to find the front body. Your hand goes down comfortably. I got these long ass arms, so it's almost like I can cheat. Otherwise, it's on a block and you keep your forearm there. The right arm gazes or reaches across the horizon, over the ear. Good. This is called extended side angle because you're really extending. Use your right leg deeply. One more breath. Look down at the floor, right hand comes down, back heel lifts, pause, step back to plank, inhale, exhale, bring it all the way down to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest, Exhale, hips to heels for child's. Good. And downward facing dog. Good. So from your downward dog, let your head move around a little bit here. In these times, what we need is movement and breath. We don't want to feel rushed or stressed, but we need the distraction and the connection, the integration of movement and breath. You're doing the right thing. You're doing it beautifully. Take a breath and come high on your tiptoes so the heels lift, bellies up. Exhale, heels to the ground, downward dog. Good. So slowly walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. Once you arrive, inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. So if you'll take your feet a little bit wider, maybe as wide as the shoulders, and then you're gonna bring your peace fingers, so these two fingers here, right, your peace fingers, and put them in between your big toe and your second toe. And then wrap around, so lifting my toes up and holding on to my toes. If you need to bend your knees deeply, right, to get here, you will. And then you're gonna pull your elbows out and drop your head down. Good. So you can begin to straighten the legs if you'd like to. But this is just a great way for you to, move as deep as you can and staying connected to yourself here. It's a few more deep breaths. Good. Release your bind. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring your feet a little closer together or to touch. Inhale, halfway lift again. Breathe out, fold. Inhale, come all the way to rise. Reach up, big breath. And exhale, hands to your heart. Good. So stay standing. I'm going to come to my knees just so I can make sure you can see me really well here. But I'm just going to demo some things for the shoulders and arms. So from your feet, standing in Tadasana, you are going to let your arms come forward. If you have a hard time seeing me, you can come to your knees too, right? So my arms are forward, just like this. Good. And then I'm going to bend my elbows up, turn my palms to face forward. So now my palms are facing forward like this. So this is like a chaturanga arm, right? Moving into chaturanga. So if we were in chaturanga, right, we would be here, right? We would be moving back. You can see how your elbows, as they scrape, they move away from each other. Everyone will be a little bit different in the way that their elbows, their arm bones and shoulders move, right? Because they're all different. But these are the things that you have to understand to know how to keep your elbows in close. Good. So for upward facing bow or wheel, it's the opposite, right? It's here. And then up. Good. So my hands, my fingers are wide. I'm pushing my hands back as if they were on the floor and my elbows up. Does that make sense to you? And then you can look up. So this can tell you this range of motion that you have for your wheel pose. Push, push, push. One more breath. Good. Then exhale, release. Good. Just let your arms sway. So that is something, for you to practice standing or on your knees well before you start putting real heavy weight of your body into it, all right? So that would be the position, right, for when we move into wheel. And you can have your hands farther away and your elbows in, and you'll know, right? Your shoulders and elbows, your structure will tell you the right placement here. All right, so from Tadasana, standing on your feet. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, big breath. Exhale, swan dive down, breathe out. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down, step back to plank. So take 2 breaths in plank. And then as you breathe out, you'll come all the way down to the floor onto the front side of your body. So we're going to work the back body a little bit more here. It's great for our posture. All right, so from the belly, we're going to work into varying locust. So we've been doing everything with the hands here to kind of prep the shoulders for upward facing bow. And now we're going to do it with the hands low, the palms facing down. Point your toes, push your pubic bone down, shin is down. Take a breath. Push your pubic bone down, pull the belly in, point your toes, and now roll the heads of the shoulders back, gaze down, and then lift up. So you really want to get as much extension as you can in your locust. My legs are firm, my knees are lifting up off the mat. Good. You can take your hands wider if that feels better for your collarbones. Take another breath here, and then exhale, spill all the way down. Good. Hands are going to come behind your back and release your fingers. Point your toes, readjust your legs. Push the pubic bone in, lift the shoulders. Inhale, rise up. So here you can really see how the upper arm bones squeeze into the mid-back. And if you can take your arms off your back, you can, or you keep them low. You take a few breaths here. I can see anybody. Good, it's a big posture. And exhale, bring down. Good. Let your hands rest by your side with the palms facing up and turn your head to the right. Take a deep breath. Good. Turn your head to the left. Take a deep breath. Good. All right, bring your hands under your shoulders and hips to heels for child's. Take a moment to find your breath in child's and to lengthen out your low back. Good. All right, so you're going to come to sit with your legs underneath you. We're just going to stretch out the quads one more time from this position. And then after we stretch out the front body one more time, we'll come back to the belly, right? And then we'll start to work on our back for a wheel. So you're going to try to keep your knees and your toes in the same line. If you feel really uncomfortable and you want to move your knees out wider to the side, you can do that. But you really want to start practicing with knees more forward if you can. If that doesn't work for you, then upward facing bow is going to have a splayed out knee probably. Okay? All right, so take a breath. You feel good. I know you do. You look good. All right, so we're going to open up these hip flexors and quads from the floor. So you're going to walk it back, and I always like to kind of shuffle my hips down. And then I'm going to pick my hips up and let my head drop back. So this feels really good to me today. I'm really pushing down my shins, right? We've done that before. I'm keeping my belly in, lifting up. If you want to go a little deeper and move into the low back, you could begin to come down to the forearms. But really, these are all experiences that should feel good, should feel open, should feel very accessible to you. As soon as they aren't accessible, then they aren't the correct posture for you. So you modify. Good. We have 3 more breaths. 3 more breaths. Good. Good. And then slowly you'll come back up. Nice. Come into tabletop. Step your right foot back behind you and drop your head and take a breath. Good. And then we'll switch sides. Left foot steps back. Drop your head. Take a breath. Good. Left knee comes down. Love it. All right, so we're going to come back down to our belly. So come on down to your stomach, please. And once you're down on your stomach, you're going to bend your knees and move your shins from side to side. All right, so you have an option to either grab the feet. You can grab the inside of the feet or the outside of the feet. The inside of the feet is going to help you roll the shoulder farther back. If you can't grab both feet comfortably, remember I've got those long ass arms, then you can bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers, or just use your hands on your low back with elbows bent. But as you're ready, you push your pubic bone down. I'm not going to be able to speak when I do this, so take a breath in and out. Inhale, exhale, rise. Good. Good, 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 good. Feel the feels here. Open up as deep as you can. And then exhale, let it go. Let your hands come underneath your forehead, move your shin side to side. Let your head move side to side. Good. And then the feet will come down and hips to heels for child's. Use your child's to traction up your back. And then when you're ready, you're going to come down to your back. So all of this work and prep has been really to settle you into your body and your breath. And then secondary, to move you into this pose, this last pose before Shavasana. All right? So you've done all the hard work. You've done it all. But if you want to work into upward facing bow, and you can just do bridge if you want to, I'm going to show you kind of a walking in. You can look at me if you want to, or you can just listen. But I'm going to walk my heels back and walk my shoulders underneath me, right? I'm going to bring my hands down by my ears, my fingers spread really wide. Remember how we talked about elbows pulling in and where the hands need to go? I'm going to pull my belly in and lengthen my tailbone first. Take a breath in and out. And you can just be here, you could be here, you could be here. And just breathe. Just breathe. If you want to go larger, you press the ground away and you open up into full wheel. But it should feel good. And I'm lengthening my tailbone so nothing feels overly compressed. Good. So everybody give it a go. See if you can practice. I wish I could see you, but remember, you don't rise up from the floor unless you feel strong enough and you feel confident enough. You're not going to win a prize. Good. Take 1 or 2 more breaths wherever you are. Very nice. And then slowly come all the way down. Pull your knees to your chest. Pull your knees to your chest. Take a deep breath. You can stir your knees around in a circle if you'd like. You've done an excellent job today. And then slowly let your legs release. You'll come down into your shape for Shavasana. You can either Shavasana on your back, or you could come to seated meditation. So whatever works for you, just for about 2 minutes. So wherever you've decided to end your practice and land, whatever shape, relax your jaw. Swallow to relax the muscles of your throat. Notice the warmth of your body and the beat of your heart. Good. Just allow yourself to simmer. Let your ears begin to widen. Let yourself feel a little bit of quiet and still. I'll let you know when it's time to move from your seated meditation or Shavasana. Just about 30 seconds. So a few more breaths here. Good. So slowly begin to let your head roll from side to side. You can widen your jaw. Deepen your breath now so you feel the real kind of expansiveness of the inhale and the release of the exhale. If you are on your back, you can stretch your arms and your legs away from each other. If you're in seated meditation, you can bring your hands behind your back and lift your chest or reach your arms up, whatever feels good. And then if you're seated, you'll stay upright, sitting comfortably. If you're on your back, you're going to roll up to your seat. Good. Nice. And once we're at our seat, we'll just take a deep breath in and we'll let our shoulders rise up. And exhale, let them go. Good. Move your head gently side to side. And then turn it in one direction once. And the opposite way once. Good. And our hands will come together at our heart. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice and your time. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. So I'm going to turn the recording on, and if you'd like to ask any questions or say hello, then you can do that, as I'm really trying to build some community here. All right, so I'm going to stop the recording.